Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan gives an audience with His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain at Al Baraka Palace. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal decree ratifying the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement between the Government of the Sultanate of Oman and the Government of the Republic of India. The Projects, Tenders and Local Content Authority unveils at the Government Projects Forum a plan to launch 10,000 tenders worth 1.5 billion Omani riyals. And several programs, agreements and initiatives to enhance the efficiency and comprehensiveness of the industrial sector are signed during the celebration of Oman Industry Day. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq gave an audience at His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain at Al Baraka Palace today. At the beginning of the meeting, His Majesty the Sultan welcomed His Royal Highness, expressing his pleasure at this auspicious visit. From his part, His Royal Highness conveyed his sincere greetings and appreciation to His Majesty the Sultan for the warm welcome and generous hospitality. His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, also conveyed the greetings of His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, King of the Kingdom of Bahrain, to His Majesty the Sultan, along with his best wishes for His Majesty's continuous health and happiness, and for the Omani people further progress and prosperity. His Majesty the Sultan asked His Highness the Crown Prince to convey his greetings and best wishes to His Majesty the King of Bahrain for continued health and happiness, and to the Bahraini people for further fulfillment of all their aspirations. During the meeting, they also discussed aspects of cooperation and partnership between the two sides in various fields and ways to develop them to meet mutual interests, in addition to exchange views on the most prominent developments in regional and international issues. The meeting was attended from the Omani side by His Highness Sayyid Tayazin bin Haytham Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs, His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of Royal Court, His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Interior, His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance, His Excellency Dr. Hamid bin Saeed Al Ofi, Head of the Private Office, His Excellency Sheikh Al Fadl bin Muhammad Al Harthi, Secretary General of the Council of Ministers, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al Sabti, Minister of Health, and His Excellency Anwar bin Hilal Al Jabri, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion. From the Bahraini side, it was attended by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Abdullah Al Khalifa, Deputy Prime Minister, His Highness Sheikh Isa bin Salman Al Khalifa, Minister of the Prime Minister's Court, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Khalifa Al Khalifa, Minister of Finance and National Economy, His Excellency Yasser bin Ibrahim Hamaidan, Minister of Electricity and Water Affairs, Her Excellency Dr. Jalila bint Al Sayyid Jawad Hassan Jawad, Minister of Health, His Excellency Hamid bin Faisal Al Maliki, Minister of Cabinet Affairs, His Excellency Abdullah bin Abdul Fakhru, Minister of Industry and Commerce, His Excellency Sheikh Salman bin Ahmed Al Khalifa, President of the Court of the Crown Princes, and His Excellency Dr. Juma bin Ahmed Al Kabi, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Bahrain to the Sultanate of Oman. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issues Royal Decree number 30/2026 on ratifying the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement between the Government of the Sultanate of Oman and the Government of the Republic of India. Article 1 ratifies aforementioned agreement according to the attached format. Article 2, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of its issue. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency Dr. Gitanas Nausėda of the Republic of Lithuania on his country's National Day. His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain, departed the Sultanate of Oman this evening after a short private visit. His Royal Highness was sent off at the Royal Airport by His Highness Sayyid Tayazin bin Haytham Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs, and a number of officials. Earlier, His Royal Highness Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain, arrived in the country today on a private visit. His Highness Sayyid Tayazin bin Haytham Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Economic Affairs, was at the forefront of those welcoming His Royal Highness and his accompanying delegation upon their arrival at the Royal Airport, welcoming them to the second home and wishing them a pleasant and successful visit. His Highness then shook hands with the Omani officials who received him as follows. His Excellency Sayyid Hamoud bin Faisal Al Busaidi, Minister of Interior, His Excellency Sultan bin Salim Al Habsi, Minister of Finance, His Excellency Sheikh Al Fadl bin Mohammed Al Harthi, Secretary General of the Council of Ministers, His Excellency Dr. Hilal bin Ali Al Sabti, Minister of Health, His Excellency Anwar bin Hilal Al Jabri, Minister of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, His Highness the Deputy Prime Minister for the Economic Affairs also shook hands with the official delegation accompanying His Highness the guest. The Projects, Tenders and Local Content Authority today organized the Government Projects Forum 2026, during which it said that 10,000 tenders were in place to be awarded through 57 government bodies. The forum provided details about government projects, approved projects and projects under study that have an approximate value of over 1.5 billion Omani Riyals. The forum constitutes an institutional approach based on dialogue and partnership, and that reflects the authority's commitment to empowering the private sector and enhancing local content in a manner that achieves the objectives of Oman Vision 2040. Her Excellency Dr. Leila bint Ahmed Al Najjar, Minister of Social Development, reviewed the plans and programs for family empowerment and organization on voluntary and social work. This came during a session in the Shura Council to discuss the Ministry's statement, which includes 6 main topics. The session focused on empowerment of women, along with a number of laws, most notably the Law on Civil Associations, the Juvenile Accountability Law, and the Law on the Care and Rehabilitation of Persons with Disabilities. It further shed light on the Child Law and its implementation regulations. The discussions during the session also focused on the implementation regulations of the National Committee for Family Affairs in addition to highlighting the adopted policy for addressing social phenomena and changes and the solutions and measures taken to mitigate them. The Ministry's Social Development Committees and voluntary teams also provided more than 12 million Omani Riyals to over 350,000 families, while supporting the participation of more than 660 productive families in local and international exhibitions. The session was chaired by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al-Ma'wali, Chairman of the Shura Council. From Oman to the world, a competitive industry and a global vision event was organized by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, coinciding with the celebration of Oman Industry Day. Here's a report.
Developments witnessed in the industrial sector in the Sultanate of Oman, along with the qualitative transformations and significant leaps in sector indicators over the past period, was highlighted at an event titled From Oman to the World, a Competitive Industry and a Global Vision, organized by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, coinciding with the celebration of the Omani Industry Day. During this event, the first phase of the Industrial Observatory was launched, which serves as a national center for precise industrial data and information in Oman, representing a pivotal step towards enhancing transparency and developing the investment environment.
The industry sector have seen an enormous growth, either in volume and in value. And in the past 5 years, we have doubled our export to the world, and we are aiming in the next 5 years to match this number and make it much bigger.
Additionally, the Ertamid platform for professional classification was launched, aiming to establish clear regulatory frameworks for skills and jobs in the industrial sector, thereby aligning educational and training outputs with the actual needs of factories. The event also witnessed an announcement of the formation of an expert committee in the industrial sector, which will work on enhancing coordination between the public and private sectors.
We are here to support the Oman industry, and we continue our mission to host and localize industries in different sectors, talking about heavy industries, medium-sized and small industries across the Sultanate. Today we operate more than 12 industrial cities, a free zone and industrial park, and we progress to have 3 more upcoming under construction in the upcoming few years, inshallah.
We are the arm for the representing the industry, both to the government or to the other entities that have a stake in our industry or that really can make our industry work efficiently.
On the sidelines of the celebration, a discussion session was held regarding industrial exports and their significance with Omani industrialists, exploring the challenges and opportunities available for Omani companies, in addition to signing several programs, agreements and initiatives to enhance the efficiency and competitiveness of the industrial sector in the Sultanate of Oman.
New endowment assets witnessed remarkable growth, with 168 new assets registered, valued at nearly 53 million Omani Riyals, exceeding the targeted growth rate of 7%. This was announced during a media briefing by the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs, which clarified the growth rate of returns from endowments assets and treasury and funds for orphans and minors exceeded the planned target by 130% last year, achieving a financial return of more than 8.5 million Omani Riyals. In the zakat sector, growth reached 183%, with total revenues approaching 16 million Omani Riyals, benefiting more than 31,600 families. Furthermore, community partnerships contributed to the implementation of approximately 340 projects for the construction and renovation of mosques and Quranic schools, valued at over 32 million Omani Riyals, and the management of an investment portfolio for funds belonging to orphans and minors, with a value exceeding 100 million Omani riyals. Still to come in our news bulletin. The first Endowment hackathon brings together university students to rethink how religious endowments are managed in digital age. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Ministry of Health today unveiled the key findings of Oman National Survey on Non-Communicable Diseases 2025, offering crucial insights into major health challenges including tobacco use, obesity, diabetes and high blood pressure. The event was held under the patronage of His Excellency Dr. Saeed bin Sultan bin Yarab Al Busaidi, advisor at the private office. More details in the following report.
Muscat today marked an important milestone in Oman's ongoing efforts to protect public health as the results of the National Survey on Non-Communicable Diseases 2025 were officially unveiled, offering a clear picture of the health challenges shaping the future of the nation. The Ministry of Health emphasized that the survey provides updated evidence-based data to guide national health planning, support Oman Vision 2040 and accelerate efforts to reduce premature deaths caused by chronic diseases.
It is our honor and pleasure to announce the outcome of the Oman second survey of non-communicable diseases that have been conducted from planning steps to the execution, data analysis and outcomes for almost 2 years. This sort of step is a very major pillar of our planning for the 11th five-year annual plan in order to make sure that health services, including preventative, promotive, curative and rehabilitative, are planned based on statistics and data from the community. So we are hoping that this will add value to Oman Vision 2040 for the health generation from now onward, inshallah.
Conducted in cooperation with the World Health Organization, the survey included more than 10,000 participants aged 15 and above, offering a comprehensive national picture of lifestyle patterns and major health risk factors. Key findings showed that tobacco use remains relatively low, though increasing compared to 2017. The survey also revealed that more than 60% of adults are overweight or obese, while physical inactivity has declined from 38% to 28%. The results highlighted serious chronic diseases indicators, with nearly 40% of adults aged 35 and above suffering from high blood pressure, around 20% affected by elevated blood sugar, and approximately 30% living with high cholesterol.
This was a project that began in the year 2024 through planning and different stages of the development of this project. We began the first phase in December of 2024, and the fieldwork for the second phase was in April of 2025. This data demonstrate that there is a big burden of risk factors that continues to be happening in the Sultanate, requiring efforts and partnerships with different sectors to help reduce the burden.
The ministry confirmed that these findings will serve as a critical foundation for strengthening prevention policies, improving primary health care services, and expanding early screening programs supporting a healthier, more resilient and sustainable future for Oman. The Minister of Health confirmed that these findings will guide stronger prevention policies and early screening programs. It also encourages the public to adopt healthier lifestyles through balanced nutrition, regular physical activity and routine medical checkups to reduce the risk of chronic diseases and protect long-term well-being. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Madinat al-Arfan, Governorate of Muscat.
The University of Technology and Applied Sciences launched today its 2026-2030 strategic plan during a ceremony in Muscat outlining a comprehensive vision for sustainable institutional transformation aligned with Oman Vision 2040. The event was presided over by His Excellency Sheikh Hussein bin Hilal Al-Alawi, Chairman of the State Audit Institution. More details in the following report.
In a rapidly evolving educational landscape, the University of Technology and Applied Sciences is charting a clear course for its next phase of growth. The 2026-2030 strategic plan signals a transition from building institutional capacity to strengthening impact, with a focus on how education and research translate into real value for the national economy and society.
UTAS's strategic plan is the roadmap for its future. We need it in order to focus our efforts and resources for the priorities that were well studied and investigated by the talented teams that worked towards the analysis of the previous performance of the university, and based on that also studying its future aspirations and opportunities.
The strategy places people at the center of educational process while advancing applied learning, innovation and cross-sector collaboration. Built around 6 key pillars, the plan establishes a structured framework for sustained institutional performance.
This UTAS Strategic Plan 2630 is built upon 6 pillars, 6 main strategic domains, and these are governance, academic excellence, research and innovation, digital transformation and student experience, and finally societal partnership.
With PDO being the largest oil and gas operator in Oman, naturally our contributions extend to the government entities, to the universities, as well as to projects. We work very closely under Vision 2040. For PDO, we understand that our long-term performance, it involves a broader ecosystem, and an element within that ecosystem is the youth of our nation, and that's why it was extremely important for us to collaborate with UTAS on developing this strategy.
Developed through a comprehensive consultative process that engaged a wide spectrum of stakeholders, the strategy reflects a shared institutional vision. Supported by defined objectives and performance indicators, it sets a clear path for disciplined implementation over the next 5 years. As the Sultanate of Oman advances toward a knowledge-driven future, the University of Technology and Applied Sciences is positioning itself at the center of this transformation, with a strategy based on impact, innovation, and sustainable development. Reporting from Muscat, this is Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi.
The Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Transport, Communications and Information Technology celebrated the official launch of the UNESCO Readiness Assessment Methodology RAM reports results regarding the assessment of the Sultanate of Oman's readiness to expand ethical, inclusive and human rights-based artificial intelligence governance. The ceremony witnessed the announcements of the RAM report's results as the national reference for artificial intelligence governance in the Sultanate of Oman. The event also included a presentation of Oman's vision for the AI pathway, a review of Omani model in this field, and a highlight of primary pillars of UNESCO recommendations. The event was held under the auspices of His Excellency Dr. Badr bin Hamoud Al-Kharousi, Under-Secretary of the Ministry of Education for Education. In the Sultanate of Oman's Al Dakhliya Governorate, students are stepping into the future of philanthropy. The first Endowment hackathon, organized by the Directorate of Endowments and Religious Affairs in partnership with public and private sector entities, is bringing together university students to rethink how religious endowments are managed in a digital age. Participants are pitching tech-driven solutions designed to transform traditional endowment systems into smart data-driven platforms. From AI-powered analytics to digital management tools, the goal is clear: improve transparency, boost efficiency, and ensure long-term sustainability. Organizers say the initiative is a part of a broader push to modernize the sector of leveraging emerging technologies while empowering young innovators to play a direct role in shaping the future of Oman's endowments ecosystem and its social and economic impact. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham gives an audience to His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Bahrain at Al Baraka Palace. His Majesty the Sultan issues a royal decree ratifying the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement between the Government of the Sultanate of Oman and the Government of the Republic of India. The Project Standards and Local Content Authority unveils at the Government Projects Forum a plan to launch 10,000 tenders worth 1.5 billion Omani riyals. And several programs, agreements and initiatives to enhance the efficiency and comprehensiveness of industrial sector are signed during the celebration of Oman Industry Day. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.